Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first series of the Redwood Pipes and Drums weekly updates. It's a privilege to be able to pipe major such an excellent band alongside me with Pipe Sergeant Max Smith. This is our first time doing it, so it should be pretty good about discussing all the stuff that the band will be doing in the future and stuff we've already done to now because we've been very busy. And every great band, there's not just one leader, but there is many of us working behind the scenes. So, say you've got me, your pipe major. I've got Max's pipe sergeant as well. We've got excellent lead drummer, Alexander. We also have a wonderful social media manager, and who's doubling as our drum major in the future. He is Aiden. Aiden's done a great job so far, setting up the social media. We have Instagram, TikTok, and we have one more, Facebook. Yeah, and we also have a Twitter account. So it's just Redwood Pipes and Drums on basically every social media you can find. Definitely go follow them all because we'll be posting quite a lot of stuff, and you'll see all our different accomplishments for every band member. But I'm not going to yap too much to you. I would like to hand it over to Max Smith, our pipe sergeant.
Thank you. As Josh said, it's an honour to be in the position that we are both in. Josh is pipe major, me is pipe sergeant. Um, Basically, this is just a weekly update of the band. See how we're getting on week by week. We just started, what was it, 3 days ago, something like that. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. So we're just going to be going through a little few questions. Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, how's that? Thank you, Max. There. So we have our first question, which is general background question. What inspired the formation of the band? So, it wasn't actually me who came to be or came with the idea. It was Max one night who messaged me. He like, I can't exactly remember what it was, but it was something about perform. Oh, it was about performing at the Edinburgh Fringe, and it was if I would perform with them, and that led to it'd be really cool if we had our own band. So then slowly throughout that night, we just started thinking about like it'd be really cool to have our own band and to be pipe majoring it because we'd get to do so much with it and just like helping so many people with the band. So that's how it really came to be about. And then we did go through um one name and it didn't stick. So officially we now are Redwood Pipes and Drums and that's definitely here to stay. So yeah, that's about how the band formed there.
Yeah, not much else to add. We'll say piping is my full-time job, so I spoke to Josh and said to him maybe a couple of us should look at going to the Fringe, and then we just decided to form a concert band. That's pretty much sums up the story. We hopefully potentially will be at the Fringe. We're not too sure. We're more focused on getting the band up and running, all the pipe corps and the drum corps all in and ready to go. But Josh pretty much summed it up there.
All right. So our next question is here. How did you all meet and decide to play together? So, also we've acquired new players in the band for social media and from people we knew, but how me and Max met, um, pretty sure it was online, definitely. It was on TikTok. I'm pretty sure I saw all of these videos and commented on it. I think it was something along the lines like, great job. Remember to play your grace notes, or it was something like that. It was like a quick critique. Like, remember, get those doublings in there. And then slowly but surely, I think we just started. I know I commented on more and more of these videos, then became talking, and obviously met each other in Edinburgh while Max was busking and I was for busking. So yeah, just really established such a great bond together in such a short amount of time. Because we've only known each other for about, I think, what, 3, 4 months now.
Yeah, it's not been long at all, but it does help when you've got someone with the same interests, especially piping. I think the first time we met was at the SSPDTs in Kilmarnock. You were performing with your band, I was there with my band. And it gradually just you know, out busking. I was bumping into them busking. From there, I suppose the interests, the interests that we've both got kind of is a good mix. But the others, Josh knows most of the others from. Well, to be honest, Josh knows everyone in the piping industry. But yeah, it was just kind of we started the band, and then Josh invited some people into the band. They've joined the band, and we're now all one wee band, looking to perform.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we did definitely meet at the Scottish Schools Championships first time meeting. I remember first time meeting Max. It was for me anyway. It was quite awkward. I remember seeing him. I remember watching his band perform. I was like, "Whoa, what a band they are!" But they did, I think, get second place at it. So that was very well done. So our third question here: why did you choose a concert style pipe band instead of a traditional competing pipe band? So. I think the main reason was, is that we chose the concert bands because also with a competing band, that requires people, if we're to compete, one, it would require a lot of work, which I'm obviously still in school, so I don't have exactly full time to put into a competing band. And second, it would require players to not be already in a band or to leave their band and to join our band, which if we went with that approach, that would not get over pretty quickly. And I'd also for me now, uh, forced me to leave my band and forced Max to leave his band to then come and play for our band. So I think a concert band as well, it's a lot more relaxed and especially for us, because I'm only 14 and Max is like 16. For us to be running a band even at this age is still a big responsibility. And that just like doubles with a competing band. So concert band's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more easy for us to manage and go with.
Yeah, as you said, either way to have such big responsibility at our age, it's lucky we know what we're doing. Concert band, like Josh also said, it's a lot more relaxed. It allows us to still play in our main bands that we're in competing bands. But this is just on the side. Any public gigs, any concerts, that is one thing that we will be looking to put on as well. It's just a little add-on the side, really. Um, but we'll still be treated as if it is a competing band, but we will just be a concert band. Um, and there's not much else to add to that.
All right, yeah, great. Ads in there from Max. So we have a different style of questions now. We have a musical direction and repertoire. We have three questions on this. So first one is, what kind of music are you planning to focus on? Is it going to be traditional music or more of a modern, like rock and roll music? I'll say I'm the one who's created the repertoire the now. So. Our repertoire is, I've got it up here. It is really just very traditional tunes we've got up on it. We will add tunes to it. We might even look at maybe for concerts or some events, be looking to add more of a modern style of music. Because I know I've written out quite a lot of famous songs, so we could look at adding in different musical aspects to it. So we don't have to always stick with traditional music for that one as well. All right, so I think there's not really much to add from that from Max. So we'll move on to the next question. Do you plan to include any original compositions or stick with established arrangements? So far to now, I know I've rearranged some tunes for us, just because the music I wasn't ha too happy with it. Um, and for as it goes for original, 100%, we're definitely going to get some original tunes in there. I don't know when we'll debut them, but just once we can get the band really going, I think we should definitely be looking to get some original tunes in there. 100%, that would be really good. And then our next question is any particular composers or musical traditions drawing from? Uh, we do have quite a lot of it's really just traditional tunes that we've got in there. We don't have any big composers that we're really taking away from. We've got a couple John McClellan tunes in there, but apart from that, it's just kind of just traditional tunes that we've got in there that uh also they're really old, so we don't know who the exact composers are. So oh, big question. We've got some big questions here about the band identity and goals. So next question is how would you describe your band's identity or unique sound? I'll let Max take this question here.
So obviously we've not had the band practice yet. We're still in the early days. But we're a very exciting band. Already 3 days in, it's looking very promising, very exciting. Um, our main aim, me and Josh have been speaking the past couple of days. The main aim for the first band practice is just to set the tone for the band, make sure we sound how we want to sound. We kind of want to have a little unique way how to set the tone for the band, which we'll soon reveal when we look into it further. But fingers crossed, what we want to do with the tone will work out, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, just to add to there, I'll sneak peek if you're watching this. The tone, obviously, the bands are getting a lot sharper these days. We're not going to be getting way up sharp. We're going to have our own kind of unique set of tone. So we're definitely not going to be like other competing bands that are just getting sharper, sharper, and sharper. I'm going to look at try and get us, very unique tone, a tone that it's very nice, just nice smooth tone right there. It's not going to be overly sharp, but then again, it's not going to be flat. Okay, so, that's a good question. What are your short-term and long-term goals as a band? So, Max, what was a short-term goal that the band has right now?
Short-term goal the band has is basically to get up and running. We want to as quick as possible. It can be a long process, but as quick as possible, we want to get all the band together, and we want to hopefully soon get in the practice hall, get first practice in, and then that's where we go from after there.
Yeah, so that's our short-term goal. Oh, Max is gone for 2 minutes. All right, so I'll probably take two questions here, or zero long. So I'll right, a long-term goal that we've got. Personally, a good long-term goal would be trying to get a concert underway. I know I would very much like to. I love with the band I'm going to play for. I love playing concerts because you can play so much different, except like so much different aspects, so much different types of tunes in concert. You could like obviously keep it professional, but you can have a wee mess about. You can't mess about on parade. You can't mess about competing. But at a concert, you can definitely, we can get own compositions in there. We can get tunes that have like sharps and naturals in there. We can do so much in a concert. So definitely, a long-term goal is definitely trying to get a concert underway, and performing, get like a steady like following and like getting people booking us. That would be amazing. And even like like even next year, if we could like look and to even play at like something like Pipe and Live, um, like as a quartet or something, we could get me, Max, another piper, like a drummer or like lead drummer up there. So definitely competing, like not competing, sorry, just like playing at events, especially like getting a couple concerts on the way. That is our main goal, for long-term band. And then also the goals will change because we'll smash those goals, we'll get them done, and we'll get new long-term goals going. Um, as well, even if we get to a really good point in the band where the band is sounding absolutely amazing, we could look into making it a competing band, even if it's just going absolutely great. And here's Max back. Very lovely. So, we have one last question on the identity and goals section. We have, do your band plan to perform in competitions, concert, and community events? Well, I kind of covered that in the last question there. Obviously, yeah, we do plan to perform in concerts and community events, but as I said, we've got loads of long-term goals going back there. So, Max, would you like to take us on to our next section, the collaboration and culture?
Yeah, what's the band culture like so far, and how are you building trust? It's pretty simple, really. Everyone, especially Josh, as I said before, he knows everyone. Um, so there's already trust in the band. We've got a lot of help out with some of the pipers and drummers as well. Um, for example, the lead drummer now is going to potentially help us in the band committee. Um, I suppose in a band, you have to have that trust to be a successful band. Um, you've got to work together to get where you want to be. It would be very difficult if me and Josh done our own thing with the band because, especially as a leadership, you need to work together, tuning wise, all that sort of stuff. So trust is a big one, and trust we've got in the band.
Could have said it better myself. Definitely, we do have a lot of trust in the band. Even now, even though we've got like not even that much players, we all trust each other. We all know what we're doing. Like you can see, we've got people asking, when's band practice? Like they they trust us to sort stuff out. We're sorting stuff out. We trust them to also learn the tunes and get everything learned. So already we've already established such great trust with the people in the band so far. So our next question: are there any mentors or bands who've influenced our approach? Definitely say mentor wise, it's also me and Max there, just also teaching the band and trying, mentoring, trying to get tone stuff set. I know for me anyway, I'll be getting the tone set, I'll be getting everything done, and then Max is definitely going to be doing other stuff. Also like especially like teaching people and getting all that up done. So we've definitely got quite a lot going on there. But as of bands, oh, for me, looking at the National Youth Pipe Band, definitely, because they're also the most famous and successful concert band there is. They're not a competing band. So definitely look at them. Definitely is, a great thing to try and base this band off of. So that'll be quite good. And even one day getting better than the National Youth Pipe Band's definitely there. So,
Definitely, just like Josh said, and now moving on to upcoming projects. Are there any performances or recordings already in the works? So, what we can say is there are no recordings currently, but we are looking at our first concert to be announced. There's still a lot of work to go into that. Still, still looking for some more pipers and drummers, and potentially, we're potentially looking for a winter concert. More to be announced when we know. Um, but performance-wise, there's plenty of opportunities for the band even now to get out and perform. So we'll take every opportunity we can and expect a winter concert.
all right, our next question up is: do you have any plans for public appearances and live streams? 100% we do have, as Max said there, we have plans for a winter concert. Even if that turns into like a winter slash New Year concert, if it just takes us a bit of time to get full up and running. But we're not going to be pushing the band to go and perform if we're not ready, because the worst thing that can happen if we push the band out way too early, we're going to look like a mess. We're going to take our time. We're going to get the band up and going. Once it's up and going, that'll be us. We'll be absolutely going for it, going for as many performances as we can get in, obviously without kind of just ruining the fun aspect for the band. We'll definitely be making public appearances. And as it goes for live streams, 100%. I know even if we get short, maybe not even a live stream, but clips of even the band practices, so you can see behind the scenes how much hard work we're putting into it. or even if we get a couple live stream practices, or definitely we'll look into live streams. I know as of the band performing, we might get live streams of the band performing, but there will definitely be tons of video clips being put out by the band of the band performing. So you'll have tons of stuff to watch at home. So I'll let Max answer the next question here.
Just cautious of time, so I'm just going to jump to the last question, which is something you want on audiences to feel or remember after viewing you play. Obviously, as a concert band, we'll just like any band, really, it will be a close practice to the pipers and drummers. We want to basically, I've lost my words, cut that bit out. Basically, as a concert band, it's in the name, concerts, audiences will be at concerts, even out with concerts, out in public for possibly even the fringe that we were going to do. We want to show how committed we are to the band. Um, and I suppose even sound silly, but the tone of the band and how the band are playing can show and bring out that commitment and dedication to all the pipers. We've got in our band repertoire, we've got some tunes that some pipers might know, and we urge them to practice and practice them tunes as well as obviously the main band, which we understand takes priority. Um, but for pipers and drummers to learn tunes that they've not already learnt or know and they learn it for this band shows the dedication and the commitment, and we want the public to see that, especially as a concert band ran by us two young pipers. We want to show that anything can really be done, and hopefully we'll have a successful run with the band.
Yeah, just continue from Max said. Really, I want, especially when public heroes play, I want them to remember that it's run by two young pipers, and also you see, pipe majors. You have like some pipe majors that are like in their like 50s and 60s, even going up to like 70s and 80s. But I want them to remember we are going to be producing such a great sound, and just showing them that young people especially can be like sounding this good as run by young people. Just that show how much young people can be progressed in the band. Also, the band's not like fully going to be full of young people. We might get people that are above the age of 18, or even some older people. But that we just, for the band to be run by such young people and for it to be working so well, that's one of the things I want the community to take away from it, just to really show how good the young people can be.
Definitely. It's just obviously there's a lot more to come from the band. Just before this runs out, just want to say a quick couple things. As we said previously, we're working on a winter concert. This will be the first performance, most likely, as a band. We're not sure if we'll get out the Edinburgh Fringe. We're more focused on getting the band together and bringing our tone together. And it's more the first band practice. We've got a plan for it, which we'll talk about in the next episode of this. We might do an episode especially for the first band practice coming up, and we'll talk about in detail what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. So we've got 2 minutes. Anything else you want to say, Josh, before we finish?
Don't have too much to say. I just want to say though, obviously behind the works, I want to like, say thank you because obviously Aiden has done such a great job setting up all the band's social medias. And now we've got our lead drummer, Alex, that is already working hard behind the scenes to get the drum squads and stuff up. And also to Max as well, for inviting me to be such part of this great band. So I don't think I have anything much left to say here.
Just one more thing before we do finish. Like Josh said, Aidan and Alex, everyone that's involved behind the scenes. Um, to be honest, we couldn't run a band with just us two. We need help with all the core, and that's what we've got. Social media wise as well. Um, couldn't ask for anything better. And of course, Josh being the pipe major, um, will get us to where we need to be. But as pipe major and pipe sergeant, honoured to be in the position, and we're going to make sure that together and as a band, we will fly with this band. But I think that's it for now. Josh, will let you close.
Yeah, I was gonna say thank you as well for sticking out to the end of it, watching it. Obviously, we are such a young band, but these episodes will get obviously more stuff going, and we'll definitely get clips out there for you guys to watch in the band. So I will say thank you so much for watching it.
Perfect. We'll catch you next week for the next episode. Take care.